This is an example of what essentially amounts to a relational database in the background of Excel. This client wanted essentially this table that you can see where we're tracking objectives, outcomes, outputs, and activities. So let's add an objective. Now each objective can have an outcome, or can have multiple outcomes. Each outcome can have multiple outputs, and so on. So you can see how this can get very complicated very quickly. Just with a couple clicks of the mouse, we have quite a few boxes here. So what happens is all this updates a table in the background, and then that table is referenced throughout the workbook. So here on this next tab, we can see that all the objectives, outcomes, etc. that we added in the previous tab, or the previous worksheet, is included here. And from here we can add extra indicators associated with each of those. And by checking this box, we can bring that information into the next sheet. And here we have the indicators we brought in. Here we can add what are called secondary indicators. So again, you can see in just a matter of a minute, we've created quite a few records, and essentially all this is handled in the background in tables that I've built. So let's go to the last worksheet, and again you can see everything gets brought in from the other sheets, and the great part about this is you could see everything ran very quickly. So when we were adding objectives or outcomes or whatever, we weren't updating the rest of the sheet. Instead, when that individual sheet is activated, what it does is it accesses the tables in the background, pulls in the information it needs, so the user has a very clean experience working in the spreadsheet, despite the fact that there's a lot of heavy lifting going on in the background to get these tables set up. And again, that essentially what I did is I set up a relational database in the background, and this is the outcome.